Hello, welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony, and this show, as always, is about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. I've got my coffee going on this morning, coffee time. I've done that video, but I wanted to do another video today, a little bit more in depth on this idea of don't fear mistakes. That's the title of this piece today. And I think that it's an important topic to talk about because, most of what we have to do in our business as voice actors, right? We are trying something new. Literally every time we do something, we are trying something new, right? We're trying a new script. We are maybe trying a new way of doing, the audio. We're especially when we're starting, we're doing all sorts of new things. So because of that, there is a constant concern of making mistakes. And because of that, we can at times pause or not move forward and do those things that we know we need to do because we're worried about the mistakes. And, today I just wanted to chat about that in the sense that making mistakes is life. Right? I mean, it is life. The quote that I was referencing this morning to, if you haven't seen the Coffee Time video, it was from Albert Einstein, and talks about, the people who don't, who don't make mistakes or have never tried anything new or something like that. And I think that the reality is you have to expect that we're going to make a lot of mistakes because so much of this is new, right? So much of us being voice actors is new all the time. That's part of the fun. That's part of the fun, but it's also important, again, to note that that is also something we need to build in to the equation, thinking about voiceover, that we're going to make mistakes. So why am I focusing on this today? I mean, I think you could probably listen, and I would say logically, yes, of course, we all know we're going to make mistakes. But what I find working with voice actors is that it is a lot more insidious than that. Especially deep down in the dark places that we don't like to share with other people, that fear, that imposter syndrome, right? That nasty imposter syndrome comes out, and that fear of mistakes stops us from doing the things that we have to do in order to get better at them, right? Because the reality is mistakes are a necessity for getting better. You have to make them. Every time I have taken a leap in my business or in life, I had to bite the bullet and step forward and make mistakes because I was trying to learn something new, a new skill, a new way of thinking, a new style of narrating, a new method of editing, something, a new way of thinking of my business. And I had to make mistakes trying to figure it out. I mean, trying to get better at it, trying to get that new skill. Because, and it's interesting, right? When you look at, I don't know if you know the inventor, legendary inventor, Buckminster Fuller, right? Who, always said, when you take a step right, you have to redirect and take a step left, and then you have to redirect, take a step right. Right, there is no straight lines. The only place you find straight lines are in school, and I think that and like there's no straight lines in nature. And he was a big sailor as well, right? And the whole idea, right, of sailing, right, is there is no straight line, right? You one way, right? You tack and go the other way, and I think the point I'm trying to make is that these are changes that have to be made. And those changes can only come from you putting yourself out there and making mistakes. So bringing that full circle into maybe a little bit more voiceover wise, I find that one of the first things, especially when you're starting, is putting a demo together. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're also going to hear people telling you, don't do this, do that, Don't try this, try that. Don't never do it on your own, pay someone else. But then you go to those people and they tell you, well, you're not ready, so wait another couple years. It's like, it's mind-boggling. It can really mess you up, right? So you have to be willing to make those mistakes moving forward, I think, to get yourself in a position where you feel comfortable doing it on your own. That doesn't mean you're going to be great at it. And I think that's another thing too, right? Is that fear that we're not going to be great at something yet. Because the amount of mistakes you need to make to be great at something is vast. And the more willing you are to make mistakes, right, the more you are going to be successful, right? You know, Barry Bonds, the whole idea of the Hall of Fame, right, where he said, hey, all I got to do is strike out 7 out of 10 times to be in the Hall of Fame, because those 3 times I'm gonna hit a home run. You know, it's that idea of making mistakes that drives forward success. So I'll cut it there, and I want to leave you with this. If you are in a place in your business where there's something you're worried about, you're afraid of to do because you know it's going to be a crap show. Almost said the other word. You know it's going to be a crap show. You need to give it a shot. Try it. And know that you're going to mess up. Right? You're going to mess up. Again, from that quote, the only people who don't make mistakes are the ones who don't try anything new. So, the whole point of us growing is trying new things. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching it as always. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Of course, we've got so many things going on at Avio's Journey Elite Academy, including our conference, our virtual conference from October 11th to the 13th. There's a link to check out that and get tickets. Of course, we're offering 50% off right now to try us for a month at Avio's Journey Elite Academy. And our publishing company is growing leaps and bounds. I can't even keep up. It's interesting, I think, when you come across something that works, or maybe you feel like maybe was meant to work the whole time, and it just does, and it takes off. And that's what's happening with our publishing company. It's incredible. We're only a few audiobooks away from 50, and the revenue is coming in, and it's very exciting because it's working. So anyway, it's very excited about that. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, everybody.